Expansion team.
Welcome everybody, expansion team, week 12. Like we always say, everything starts with Earning Nice Old Podcast. You like, rate, review, share, subscribe. Irma told me that we've been doing real good with the views and the plays, man. So we appreciate that. He just hit me up today and told me the episode we dropped today, which is we're recording this on Tuesday, but the episode we dropped on today, now means already doing extremely well. So thank y'all for that. Got my bro in the building, man. What's going on, man? How you feel?
Oh, I'm all right, man. I can't complain.
Okay.
Same old, same old.
Okay. All right. Now, I mean, good to hear. Well, before we get into it, before we get into everything, man, I do want to say congratulations, man. The success that Colorado has been having. Like we said, when Coach Prime first got the job, man, it was going to be a marathon, not a sprint. A lot of people jumped on him because he didn't have like immediate success. You know what I mean? But they got things going now, so congratulations to them, man. How you feel about everything that they got going on right now?
Oh, man. Just shows how good of a coach that Deion is. I would say, look, man, they projected to be at the bottom of the conference. They was projected to have a losing record. So what he's doing and proving everybody wrong just shows that, that he does know how to coach, because there are tons of coaches that have good talent and still can't have a good record, can't have a winning record. So, I mean, I just give much respect to him. He takes it very seriously. I know a lot of people probably won't think that, just think he's all about the flash and all that, but he really wants to win, man, and he's good at what he's doing. And obviously, he picked a good coaching staff, as far as offense coordinator, defense coordinator. You see, you got Warren Sapp in there coaching the D-line. I just give him a lot of credit, man. So they got 2 more games left in this regular season. They got to win out, and then they'll be in the playoffs, man. Everything's right in front of them. So I wish them the best of luck, man. The team they playing this week is Kansas. And Kansas just beat BYU last Saturday. BYU was undefeated. So they can't take this game lightly because Kansas got to lose a record. So, I think that win that Kansas had over BYU, I think will assure them not to take them lightly, because they beat an undefeated team. So you got to go into that game, with your antennas up. So I think Colorado will be ready for them, and I just wish them the best of luck, man. They doing anything.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man. Congratulations to them, man. Did anything else major happen? Before we get into the games, anything else major happen?
No, I'm still waiting for Doug Peterson to be fired. Say no. No, ain't nothing happened. I mean, the same old dollars losing. You know what I mean? It's Eagles winning. It's just my world is fucked up right now. My Sixers, there's a lot of turmoil going on with that. All the teams I fuck with, it just ain't doing good, man. So right now, my sports reality is just, crashing down on me, man. But you see all that shit, everybody talking about, I didn't mean to cut you off, but everybody talking about Deion might go to Dallas now and stuff. I knew that shit was going to be spoken up, and I spoken up in the beginning in the summer. I mean, that shit might happen, man. I hope it does happen.
I mean, everything is lining up, but the thing is, I don't know if Dallas is going to be able to do whatever they got to do to be able to draft his son, or does it matter, or will he make the move even if his son go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Because I did hear some people saying that it's a chance that I think everybody's saying that Carolina, chances are Carolina is going to draft Travis Hunter. I keep hearing that, but I don't 100% know where Shador is going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because everybody keeps saying that the way that Carolina is going right now, they probably going to fall in somewhere where they can grab Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know who's going to end up with Shador or depending on who has because is he predicted to be he's not predicted to be the first quarterback, right? He's predicted to be the second quarterback, or who's predicted to be
Right
the
now
first pick?
he's first.
Huh?
He's the first quarterback right now, prospect.
But is he expected to be the number one pick? The number one pick.
I mean, that's unknown right now, but you know how it is with the NFL. If somebody won a quarterback, I mean, they go high. Quarterbacks go fast, so it's a possibility he could go number one. I mean, I don't really know the draft board like that. I feel like it's somebody else that might go number one, but I mean, like I just said, people need quarterbacks, so if a team like the Raiders are number one, they're going to draft them.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, because that's how I'm thinking.
Cleveland 2-8. Cleveland can draft the motherfucker.
Cleveland's 2-8.
Yeah.
I got a feeling they might win a few more games though. I got a feeling they might win a few more games because I mean, yeah. You really got to take the time and get a show and kind of like dig deeper into this, man. I got to see if we got some time we can sit down and do and do a show because I don't know at the top of my head what record Jacksonville got, but by the time the end of the year, it's probably gonna be, you talking about the Raiders, you talking about how's Tennessee doing? You know what I'm saying? If Tennessee is another team that they doing terrible, of course they gonna want to grab them because they gonna want the star power and try to get on TV and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But Vegas,
it's 5 teams that got 2 wins. It's Cleveland, Tennessee, Jacksonville, the Raiders, and the Giants. Those are 5 teams that got 2 wins. So it's wide open right now.
And I can see if some of them teams end up maybe. See, I mean, if you ended up the Raiders, of course, the Raiders are gonna pick them. If the Giants get in position to pick them, they gonna pick them. So it's gonna be some places where, yeah, we already got to sit down and break that down. Now, I mean, what's the chances, man? Where's Mel Kiper at when you need him? You know what I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, but if he's predicted to be the first quarterback, yeah, I would not be surprised depending on who gets the pick if he ends up. It could be. I mean, I would think the Raiders would win at least a couple more games, but I don't know.
Yeah. Like you said, it's too early. It says there's only 10 games. We're in 11 games right now. Yeah. We've got 7 weeks to go, man.
Yeah, so yeah, man, we'll see, man. But anyway, man, we might as well get into it at this point, you know what I mean? So we can go, you know what I mean, whenever we ready to start, man. Yeah, 'cause I ain't got nothing else on the top of my head I want to talk about. Yeah, that's it. We can go.
All right. We're gonna start with Thursday night. We got Pittsburgh Steelers going to Cleveland. Pittsburgh is 3.5-point favorites. Total 36.5. Pittsburgh coming off that good win against Baltimore last week. Cleveland is just, they've been losing the last couple games. Still Jameis Winston at quarterback. I think not Cleveland. I think Pittsburgh is going to win, obviously. I feel like a lot of people are going to pick that. It's a division game, so it definitely will be tough. Thursday night's always tough. I just feel like my main pick here is a 36.5. I like the under. I feel like both these defenses, division game, like I said, they're going to know what the offense going to do. I feel like it's going to be a low scoring game. Uh, I mean, it's tough for me to say Pittsburgh is going to just blow them out. I really don't see that. It's tough for me to pick Cleveland because they just looking so bad. I do think it might be like a field goal game. So I really had no confidence on the side. If I had to pick something, I'd say Pittsburgh will cover the 3.5 and they'll win by 4 or 5 points, something like that. But the major pick that I'm the most confident in is the under. It'll be a low scoring game, man, because both these teams had trouble scoring, and Pittsburgh defense is just lights out. I don't see Cleveland scoring that much, and like I said, I just think Pittsburgh is going to struggle to score. So my picks here is Pittsburgh minus 3.5, and I like the under the most, under 36.5.
You said Cleveland is playing bad?
They lost, I think, like 2 in a row. They lost to New Orleans last week. They lost 2 in a row.
They might be bound to win one. See,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Cleveland on this one.
Oh man, I like it.
I'm gonna go with Cleveland on this one, just because I think that they bound to win. I think they bound to win one. This might be the one, especially that the Steelers ended up winning against the Ravens, which, hey man, they one of them teams like you can't predict what's going on with them. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with Cleveland. I'm gonna go with Cleveland. I think they just bound to win a game, and then that win that the Steelers had against the Ravens. So I think that I just think that Cleveland is just bound to win one, and this is probably gonna be the one. It might be a close. Yeah, it might be one of them close games or something like that. Maybe like maybe a field goal at the end or something like that. One of them type of games, or it might be an overtime game or something like that. But Jameis, I just think Jameis can get it done. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think Jameis can get it done.
So. All right. What he say? Eat the W. Whatever he said.
Yeah, you see, you see the video of that, like the Deshaun Jackson, where he's just in the background looking at him like, what is he talking about? Like,
yeah. He's an interesting man, I'll tell you that, man. Hey, God bless him. Next, we got Minnesota going to Chicago. Minnesota 3.5-point favorites, total 39.5. Minnesota, they beat up on Tennessee last week. Chicago, they lost, but they did play good against Green Bay. Definitely looked a lot better offensive-wise. I just keep saying every week, man, I'm just waiting for Sam Darnold to come back down to reality. I'm still just don't believe in the guy. So I got to ride with Chicago here. They did look a little better, but I don't fuck with their coach, man. Like Chicago coach, I mean, I just don't like the way he managed the game, managed the end of the games. It's just tough picking Chicago, but it's a division game here. I think Chicago's defense can keep Minnesota kind of close, but I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota beat them by double digits as well. But my pick here is I like Chicago plus 3.5. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I think they can keep it within that field goal point game. And as far as the total, 39.5, I would lean towards the over, but I really had no strong feelings on that. But I do think Chicago keep it close, and they might be able to win the game, but they'll keep it within the field goal.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Sam Darnold, man. He helped me break even on Sunday, man.
For what, fantasy?
Yeah, so he helped me break even. See, I like Chicago, but I gotta go. I'm going with the Vikings. I I would like to see Chicago win some games. I gotta go with the Vikings though, man. I gotta go with the Vikings. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikings, man. Sam Darnold did right by me last week, so I'm just gonna go with the
You got to
Vikings.
show some loyalty. Got to show some loyalty to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. All right. Next we got Detroit going to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Detroit is 7-point favorites. Totals 49.5. Detroit just blew the doors off of Jacksonville last week,
Jesus.
right? And the Colts, they played real good against the Jets. Anthony Richardson back at quarterback. He did good against the Jets. Detroit, I feel like they're not gonna blow everybody out. So I do think the Colts can keep it close, but I do think Detroit will win it. But I think the Colts will keep it within that touchdown. Hopefully Richardson continues to play the way that he played last week. He doesn't fall back into his old habits, because like I always just keep saying, Colts have weapons. They have good receivers and good running back. And he just needs to throw the ball and get them the ball where they can make plays after the catch or whatever, and they'll be good. So I do think they'll be able to keep it close. So I'm picking the Colts +7 for the total 49.5. I mean, it's hard not to pick the over with these Detroit Lions because their offense is just, clicking. So I'm going to lean with the over right here. I feel like it could be a high scoring game, man. So my pick is the Colts +7, and I will lean towards the over 49.5.
Yeah, man, that joint like a college. That game like a college football game, man.
Mm-hmm.
The way they was scoring, but I'm gonna go with the Colts on this one. You know what I mean? I just want to go against the grain. That's all. So for all y'all listening, listen, don't fall behind me on this one. I'm just going against the grain right now. I'm just gonna pick the Colts. You know what I mean? I like how that quarterback was running, man. You know what I'm saying? He was running hard, man. You know what I'm saying? He was running like he was running like he was Mike He looking like Mike Allstott out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
looking like Mike Allstott out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Colts just to go against the grain, man. So that's it, man. I'm just gonna go with the Colts. Even though common sense would be to pick the Lions, I'm just gonna go with the Colts.
I like it. Next, we got New England going down to Miami to play the Dolphins. Dolphins are 7-point favorites. Total 45.5. Now the pass from Brady with New England. We always have, those games where they go down to Miami, they always end up losing. I really haven't followed them too much as far as that trend after Brady left them. But it just sticks in my mind that New England would lose a lot of them games when they went down to Miami. So I'm going to pick Miami here to cover that 7-point spread. Miami did, have a good game last week. They won. New England, they played good against the Rams. They lost, but they looking better with Drake May at quarterback. He's looking like a good young quarterback, looking like he got a good future ahead of him. But I just think that Miami's going to be able to do what they got to do. If it wasn't for that trend, I probably would pick New England, but it's just sticking in my mind that Miami always beat them in Miami. So I'm going to rock out with that. And as far as the total, towards the under, but I already have no strong feelings on that. So my picks is Miami -7, and then lean towards the over 45.5.
That's the thing. You all make you think Miami is just gonna like just win the game, but it's just something about the Patriots, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something about them. Like they just. So I don't think it's just gonna be no automatic win. As crazy as it sounds, I think, man, it's like it's just a 50-50 toss up to make because you automatically think
Mm-hmm.
that Miami will win, but no, it's just something about the Patriots, man. They just. See, I really don't want to pick the Patriots, but it's like you kind of, I don't know. You got Tua, he throwing the ball. I'm gonna go Miami, but I wouldn't be surprised if this game is like a tight game, like the whole game is tight. I don't, I don't think he's just gonna be throwing the ball all over the place, and it's just gonna be the whole game. Just know they're gonna win the game. This game just like it's just gonna be a tight game, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Miami. But man, listen. Don't listen to me. Don't be surprised if the Patriots win this because for some odd reason the Patriots they just find some ways to win. Like they do.
Mm-hmm.
They be finding some type of ways to win sometimes, and it's just okay. I mean, so I'm gonna go with Miami, but to me this joint is like a coin flip, man. It's like a coin flip. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Miami though, but no, yeah, I'm gonna go with Miami.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that, as far as New England looking better, man. So I wouldn't be surprised if they keep it within that 7 points. And I wouldn't be surprised they do win. But I'm riding with you as far as Miami. Right now, we're going to go down to New York, going to the Meadowlands. We got Tampa Bay going up there to play the Giants. Tampa Bay is 5.5 point favorites. The total is 41.5. Last week Tampa Bay was on a bye. Giants, I don't even know if they played last week. They had a bye too, but I don't remember. But either way, the Giants, they replaced Daniel Jones at quarterback.
Hmm.
It's going to be Tommy DeVito. He played some games last year for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think the Giants kind of waving the white flag. A lot of talk in New York is why Drew Lock is not the quarterback instead of Tommy DeVito. Drew Lock came in from Seattle. They paid him like $5 million to be the backup, and now when you take Daniel Jones out, you're not playing him. So that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So I really do think they're trying to tank. So I'm going to ride with Tampa Bay here. Come off that bye. I just think they're going to be, more prepared, ready for this game. I still don't know if Mike Evans going to play. I know he had an injury problem, and we already know the other receiver, Chris Godwin, and he's out for the season, I believe. But I just think Tampa Bay is going to do whatever they got to do to win this. So I just don't know if they're going to, blow them out or whatever. But I'm going to just pick Tampa Bay to cover the 5.5. I like the under. I don't really see the Giants scoring many points. And Tampa Bay, if they don't got no receivers like that, I don't really see them scoring that many points. So my main player here will be the under 41.5. And then, like I said, I like Tampa Bay to cover the 5.5 points.
Okay. So basically, they just trying to coast and just get the season over with. Because if you benched your starting quarterback, but you put the third string quarterback in and not the second string quarterback. But could this be like a Cinderella game for him? Because didn't he have a couple Cinderella games last season?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. Tampa Bay should be able to go up there and take care of business. It ain't gotta be. It don't gotta be flashy. Just get the win. They should be able to do that. Like you said, I don't even know who he's throwing the ball to right now. I don't even know who he's throwing the ball to right now. And his people gonna be there, but see, but then you mess around and then and then New York, now we mess around and win, it'd be a 7-13 game or some old weird, you know what I mean? Something like that. They end up winning and the Giants end up winning. I don't want to pick. I'm going to pick Tampa Bay because the Giants is in the Eagles division, but I would not be surprised if the Giants win this game. especially if it's a low scoring game, I would not be surprised, man. That would not surprise me that the third string quarterback can get a win. I'm going Tampa Bay because I need for the Giants to just continue to lose and just be lowest of the low because it's all about the Eagles over here and they ain't in the division. So I'm going Tampa Bay, but do not be surprised if the Giants can get a win. I'm telling y'all, do not be surprised if the Giants can get a win, man. But
All right, real fast before you saying you want Giants to keep losing or whatever. I mean, to help the Eagles. But on the flip side, if they keep losing, they're going to draft a good quarterback like Washington did. So at some point, do you want to root for them to avoid that?
Nah, because I mean they still got to put the whole team together. You know what I'm saying? You never know because Washington is starting to come up, but I think that we still can run a division. Now Washington got a good quarterback, but I don't know if they can hold it together. I don't know if they're just going to be good, constantly good. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I mean? Things around that quarterback down there could fall apart. But okay, the Giants, their strategy is, all right, we ain't going to really try too hard because we either trying to get Shador or we trying to get one of the other quarterbacks if we can't get him. All right, still gonna be the Giants. Still got to put it all together. So I can't do all that. We can't be worrying about who they might get. Then they might be you gotta play. You still gotta play the whole team. You know what I mean? You might be a great quarterback and just can't get it together up there. You know what I mean? So you might coach Prime like, listen, Shador ain't coming up there. You know what I mean? We just letting you know now. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna happen, dog.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen, dog. You're not gonna be He done been sacked enough. You know what I mean? He ain't come to the NFL and get most of you know what I mean? You don't know because
All right, so you just ain't worried about it right now. Just whatever happens. You ain't worried about it. Y'all looking good at Philly. Y'all good.
I mean, we looking all right. There's times where we can't it ain't clicking, and that's what's scaring me. It's times where it's not clicking, and it's times where it look unstoppable, and it's times where it just ain't clicking at all. And it's like it feel like it just ain't no in between. It's like we either looking like we unstoppable and everything is working for us, or we just look like we just can't get it together. It's just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird to me. It's times where they be running plays, and I just be like, well, what was going on in that play? And then what was somebody seeing, or what was they thinking when they ran that play? There's times they just be like looking just like unbeatable, like, you know what I mean? Like nobody can stop them. These times you looking like, yo, what was that play even about? Like, why they even choose that play, or what was they looking at when they ran that play? You know what I mean? That just be it'd be like boggling my mind sometimes. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge till we get to it. Yeah, because the Redskins, I keep calling them Redskins, the Commanders got a decent quarterback, and they just got to keep it together, man. So they are going to be competition. They not just going to lay down. I mean, they just not an easy. I mean, to tell you the truth, the division ain't never been easy wins. Even when in the past, it's just division games ain't never been easy wins, no matter what the teams look like. It wasn't no guaranteed wins. It ain't like no guaranteed wins in this division. It don't matter what the teams look like. It just ain't no guaranteed wins. It ain't never been no guaranteed wins in the division for the Eagles. It ain't no, we know 100% sure and I ain't worried about it and I ain't even got to watch the game and we gonna win. It ain't never been like that. It don't matter who was the quarterback for the Commanders, who was the quarterback. Now I mean for the Giants, it's never no guaranteed win. For some odd reason, we all play each other tough. They always play, everybody in this division plays each other tough no matter what the roster is. It's just always been like that. It's just always been like that, man. That's just like something got to do with just the whole Magic of football, like the football gods, it's always been tough division. Always been tough. It don't matter who is not like ain't no guaranteed win when you playing in this division. Ain't no guaranteed win. You know what I mean? It ain't never been.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't never been. No matter who the Commanders quarterback was, it was never no guaranteed win. No matter who the Giants, is no guaranteed win. Never. Never. Know what I mean? Just like Dallas is, now I mean, y'all not doing too good, but it's not like if the Eagles had to play Dallas right now, I'll be thinking, oh, it's a guaranteed win. No, it's not. No, it's never been no guaranteed win no matter what in this division. No matter who playing who, it ain't no guaranteed wins here. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This ain't no, well, I ain't going to say, NFC South or AFC North where, the Patriots was just whooping everybody ass. You know what I'm saying? And you already knew, like, they just always going to win. Nah, it never been like that. Even when, just take for instance, when, like, the AFC North, when the Patriots, like, you already just know that's just their division. You always knew it was just, like, their division. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they just, like, always going, 99% chance they just going to win the division all the time. It's never been like that with us. No matter what the teams look like, they had an up year, down year. It's never been like that. It's never been, you just automatically know, like, they're going to win. You know what I'm saying? Just like it was for a few years, kind of like with Green Bay and, like, the NFC North. And all. It's like certain divisions, like, you always knew, like, all right, they got it. It never been like that. It don't matter what the teams, the rosters was. It was never no guarantee. It was never no guarantee over here. So, it's just always been like that. But,
We ain't have a repeat division winner in the long ass time. You know what I mean? Each year is a new divisional winner, like the last 20 years or something like that. It ain't been a repeat. So that's your point. To your point, you don't know who's going to win the division each year.
Yeah.
But speaking of the NFC East, we got the Dallas Cowboys going to Washington. Washington is 10.5-point favorites. The total is 45.5. And I feel like every time I pick Dallas this year, I feel like I get the games wrong. I feel like you just talking about the divisional game and all that. So I feel like Dallas can keep it within 10 points. But Washington had this long layover. The last time they played was last Thursday. So they got a little extra day's rest. I'm sure that they planning to, just run hell through us. It's Dan Quinn playing us. So he obviously knows, he should know how to stop the Dallas Cowboys offense. I feel like the players, he's going to motivate the players to win that game for him. But they don't even need that type of motivation because they got to win. I think they're on a 2-game losing streak after losing to the Eagles. So they need this game to get back in its divisional race. Mm-hmm. So, I definitely think Washington's going to win it. But I feel like that'll keep within 10 points. 10 points is a lot. The total is 45.5. I would lean towards the over just because I think Washington, majority of games always go over. Our defense can't stop nobody. So why would we be able to stop them? I really wouldn't be surprised if they air us out. But, I just got to pick Dallas, it's just a divisional game, man. I always say this year is over for us. But since we're playing Dan Quinn, maybe Dallas players will want to, get up and, not let Dan Quinn win his game, show them that he should regret leaving us or some shit like that. I don't know. But I'm just going to pick Dallas to cover the 10.5-point spread, and I'm going to lean towards the over. Those are my picks.
Did Dallas are they starting Trey Lance yet? Or are you still going with the
No, he ain't start, and I ain't seen him come in the game yesterday.
Man, what they waiting for, man? Unless they know something we don't, not the public don't, I don't see why not at this point. I don't. I truly don't. You might as well go on and just let them. Unless you waiting for them towards the end of the season, like, okay, if we really like, or you might be waiting from a call from upstairs, like, Jerry Jones might be saying, man, let them go on out there and run around a bit at this point. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, because he just seemed like he just bring a different type of energy, man. From what I've seen, he just bring a different type of energy. But that's what I'm saying. It ain't no guarantee. I mean, the Commanders probably do need this game, so they probably really gonna be looking, and then they might be really like hyped up about, all right, we need to get this win for our not just to stay in the divisional race. We need to get this win for our coach. You know what I'm saying? It'd be, know what I mean? I know that make the coach, know what I mean, happy to kind of stick it to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So I think they just got that added motivation, man. I really do think they just gonna have added motivation. And like I said, I don't know where the Cowboys is at mentally. I don't know if you're gonna really try to get them hyped up and they just like on some like we really ain't even at this point, man. We just showing up and we know what I mean, we showing up so we don't get fined. You know what I mean? We showing up to get our paychecks at this point. We ain't really gonna be trying too hard. Ain't nobody gonna be really out there running around trying to risk injury and all that and going crazy. Man, we gonna do the bare minimum what we gotta do. That might be their mindset at this point. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, this season is a wash. I'm not about to be running out there because I don't know. Now I mean, I'm not in their head. I'm not in the people who might know, listen, I'm going down with the ship. I'm gonna play hard no matter what. Or you got people who just listen, man. Now we're gonna collect the paychecks. I ain't gonna try too hard. I ain't risking no injury for this team. Now I mean, this season is a wash. So it depends on what their mindset is. But I know the Commanders' mindset is gonna be to whoop their ass. And now I mean, you already know that. Because for one, I mean, they trying to stay in the division race and they want to get the win for the coach. So it depends on how Dallas, if they just going like, listen, man, we don't care. You know what I mean? We don't care. We showing up just to get paid at this point. We don't care. Because they come out and they really, really trying hard, it's going to be, I don't know. And it's just the coach. It's just the coach they got. I don't think that Mike McCarthy, he just one of them people, he can just get his team activated. Like, he just seemed like one of them coaches. If everything ain't clicking and it ain't all good, I can't really pick him up out the mud. I can't do that. He just don't say that type of coach to me where he can motivate you. No, everything just got to be going good. And if it's going good and we winning, that's fine. I don't think he could just, is things looking bad right now, but we can get it together. He just don't seem like that type of person to me. He just don't seem like it to me. He just don't. He just don't seem like it. Like I said, now I mean, I'm not on the team. I'm not in the locker room. I don't know what's said behind closed doors, but he don't seem like that type of coach to me. He just ain't the type of coach, if everything's all good and we winning, fine. But if we not, I'm not no motivator or not. He just don't seem like he's one of the people he can get that out of somebody. He just don't seem like that to me. That's why I just think, okay, it's just all bad. Now, I mean, once Dak done for the year, so the team is done. I don't know. He just got the willpower just to will their way to win. He don't seem like no Mike Tomlin type of coach or something like that. Like, all right, things is looking down right now, but we gonna get up out of this, and I'm gonna will our way to win. He don't seem like that to me. Everything got to be going all good. Everything got to be fine, no problems, and then we're winning. If it's a problem, then we just don't win, and I can't fix it. He just seems like one of them type of people to me. More like a system person instead of like an actual player. You know what I mean, coach, a system coach. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like, if my system ain't, I ain't got my quarterback, so my system ain't gonna work. So we just done. I can't get what I need up out of the players. I'm not that type of person. If my system ain't clicking, then we just ain't winning. And I ain't got my quarterback right now, so we ain't. My system ain't clicking. So, yeah. So, I mean, whoever. It'll be nice for the Cowboys to beat the Commanders because that would help us more. But somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. So it's still going to help us out either way. But it'd be nice if the Cowboys could get this win. But I don't think the Commanders is going to lay down, man. I think the Commanders is going to try to run it up. I do think the Commanders are going to try to run it up. I think they do. I think they are. Now, I don't know if, I don't know what type of person Dan Quinn is. If he like on some run it up and get disrespectful, you know what I mean, and keep, you know what I'm saying, really try to run it up on him on some disrespectful. See, I don't know. I don't know if they left on bad terms or what. I don't know if it's good terms or bad terms. I don't know if it was, opportunity came and I'm out, or it was, fuck out of here. I got my head coaching job. Fuck y'all anyway. Y'all didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, because he might try to run it up on you. You know what I mean? It'd be one of them games where, why are they still keeping the quarterback in? He should be sitting down. You know what I mean? One of them type joints. Like, but hopefully, like I said, man, anybody that win, it's gonna help the Eagles regardless, but it'll help us more if the Cowboys win. So I said I go to the Redskins. When I go to the Redskins, I just think they just gonna do it for their coach, and I think they really gonna do it for their coach. I think they are gonna do it for their coach, because they really want to. They really want to stick it to the Cowboys, man. So
okay. Well, obviously I don't like that pick, but I mean, my team's ass, so fuck it. Kansas City is going down to Carolina to play the Panthers. Kansas City's 10.5-point favorites. Totals 42.5. Kansas City coming off the loss last week to Buffalo. I mean, they had to lose eventually. I said last week, I don't know if their undefeated record was something they striving for, or they really striving for the three-peat. And, Patrick Mahomes said they wasn't really worried about the undefeated joint. They worried about the three-peat. So I take that into account. I really do believe that. That's what they're focused on, to be the first team to three-peat a Super Bowl. And I feel like they're going to get right back on track this week. I don't think Panthers should score more than 14 points against the Chiefs. I feel like the Chiefs should be able to score at least 21. I mean, Chiefs usually don't be blowing out these teams. They usually don't cover that many games. As good as they are, their games usually be close. But I just got a feeling that they're going to score enough points in this one to cover this 10.5-point spread. They're going to win by double digits. So I'm picking the Chiefs minus 10.5. And as far as the total, 42.5, I have no strong opinion on, but I will lean towards the under, just because, like I said, I don't think that the Carolina Panthers will score that much on them. So Chiefs 10.5, that's my pick, and I will lean towards the under.
I think it's either going to be a Baltimore 49ers or Baltimore Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl. That's what I'm thinking. I would not be surprised if it's Baltimore and Seattle in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Wow, that's wow.
Because I can see
Seattle. I don't think I've never heard that.
see what I'm saying? Because you automatically think it would be the 49ers. But I think that Seattle can grind out a win. They get to the playoffs, they can grind out some wins. They can get some wins. I'm telling you. But I do think at the end of this year that it's going. But Baltimore is probably going to win the Super Bowl this year, probably. But I do think it might be like a Baltimore Seahawks. You know what I mean? In the Super Bowl, like the NFC team is going to be a team that you ain't going to think of. You know what I mean? Because I don't necessarily think it's going to be the 40. I don't necessarily think it's going to be the 49ers like how everybody think. And I think once again the Bills.
What about Detroit?
Yeah, I think that when it comes down to it, I think that not that I'm wishing bad on them, but that Jared Goff makes some mistakes and then they can end up falling short. I think they're gonna end up falling short, and the Bills gonna end up falling short again. I think it's going. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Baltimore and a team like Seattle, NFC team like Seattle that you don't automatically think going to be in there. So a lot of people will probably think 49ers or even the Eagles. You see what I'm saying? I think it might be a team like Seattle. A team that you ain't even like thinking about. You know what I mean? I think it's like that. But I do think at the end of the day, it's going to be Baltimore Super Bowl probably this year. So, I mean, Seeing the Chiefs three-peat would be nice. Now, I mean, it would be nice. We got love for Andy Reid here in the city, but I do think that this is Baltimore's year. I think the Lions is going to end up falling short, and I think the Bills is going to end up falling short. And I think the surprise team will be somebody like the Seahawks. And you'd be like, damn, the Seahawks made this to the Super Bowl? That's crazy.
That'd be crazy. I would never expect that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But but they one of them teams, like, they be finding ways to win too. But you don't really think of them like that because they don't be winning, like, it don't just be like gangbusters. Like, they don't just be playing, you know what I mean? But they be winning some. They just be finding ways to win some of them games. When the game, if I keep a game close, might be able to win, and it might surprise you. You know what I mean? So I would not be surprised if it's Ravens and Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you think? What you think about the Chiefs and the Carolina game?
Chiefs, Carolina. I think the Chiefs gonna win. I don't think it's gonna be like. I don't think they're gonna whoop them, but they're gonna get the win. They're gonna win by at least a touchdown. Because what's the spread?
10.5.
Yeah, 10.5. See that half is what get me to 10. Because I was gonna say 10. I was gonna say, touchdown, field goal, but 10.5. Yeah, I don't know. Cause it's not like the Chiefs is playing like they like playing lights out. They not playing lights out. They play clutch though. It's like they get the play when they need it. But it's not like from start to finish, they don't look super duper dominant, but they got Patty, so they always like in the clutch, they get what they need when they need it. You know what I mean? But it's not like they just dominate. They're like they dominating the whole game. It don't look like that. But it do just like they always get what they need. They very, very clutch though. They always get what they need when they need it. But I don't know about the 10.5 though, man. I would not be surprised if it's 10 and you don't get the half. But by the time, you know what I'm saying, by the time the game come on, that could have went down, or you know what I mean? Because the half is what scared me. I do think that they can get 10, but then you don't get the half, then people gonna be upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we set over the half, man. So I would not be surprised. I mean, I think they're gonna win the game, but I don't know about the 10.5. I do think they can mess around and get 10, and if it still say 10.5 and they don't get the half a point, then you know what I mean? That's still them not covering. You know what I mean? That's still them not covering.
Yeah.
So I would not be surprised if they win by 10 points and everybody needs 10.5. So that'd be crazy. But yeah, I think the Chiefs gonna win that one.
Okay. Well, like you said, by the Sunday, you don't know what the spread is going to be. Could have went down, could it be 9.5? Who knows what's going to happen Sunday? But you can always buy points too, people. So if you go to the casino, whatever you play, you go buy a point, buy half a point. You can work things into your favor. So I do that all the time, man.
Hold on. Hold on. Now, explain what you mean by that.
To basically, people that may not know.
Go ahead.
You go take a point off the spread. So I said the spread was 10.5. You go take a whole point off. It'd be 9.5. Chiefs be 9.5 point favorites, but the odds will change. Let's say each casino different. Let's say the spreads that they're giving you is at -110. And we did that whole show before. -110 means you gotta spend 110 to make 100. Mm-hmm. Anything with a minus, you gotta pay that much to make $100. So if you're gonna buy a point, it usually be like -140. So you gotta spend 140 to make 100. So you're losing money, But you're just playing it safe to make sure that you win. If you worry about, things not working out in your favor. Like you said, if they win by 10 and it's 10.5, you lose. So 10 is such a clutch number in football. Most games are decided by 7 points, 10 points, 14 points. You know what I mean? So that's a very crucial number. So I will buy that point to make it 9.5. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you're just going to lose money at the end of the day, but you just showing yourself of a win if you think it's going to be 10 points.
Okay, I just wanted you to explain it to the people that may not never heard of that or don't understand. I mean, even though you explained it, I still don't understand it. But I mean, hopefully the people out there they understand this.
you just taking a point off of what the casino giving you.
Okay.
Like I said, you're not going to win the total amount of the bet. Like I said, the odds of what the casino giving you for the start is minus 110. But if you buy the point, you got to spend more money to make $100. You're going to be minus 140. So you're just losing out on money just to buy that point because you're buying something. You know what I mean? But hopefully people understand more. But I know I'm not doing the best of job explaining it. But
no. You probably did all right, but I just, the whole betting thing is kind of like, weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really bet like that. You know what I mean? I just play fantasy football, but I'm pretty sure you explained it to people. Like if I heard it a couple more times, I'd probably get it.
I got you. I got you. Once you, actually in the betting a lot, I'm quite sure they do understand people that is betting every week with us, but whatever. Hopefully they understand what I said. Where we at? Next we got Tennessee going to Houston. Houston is minus 8-point favorites. The total's 41.5. Houston's coming off the win against Dallas. Tennessee's coming off the loss to Minnesota. Obviously, this divisional game, so we would think it'd be close. But I think I think Houston's turning things around. I think they'll be able to win this game by 8 points. They're home. They got Nico Collins back at receiver. He's always a big help. Him and Tank Dell. I just think that Houston's a better team than Tennessee. I'm just not feeling Tennessee. I'm not really feeling the Colts. Every time I see him, he's always, flamboyant on the sideline. He just seemed a little too emotional for my liking. You know what I mean? He just always bitching too much for me. And I'm still not a big fan of the quarterback. So I just think Houston's going to do what they got to do. I would take Houston minus 8. As far as the total, 41.5, it looks low to me. I feel like it should be a little higher. So I really had no strong opinion on it. I can't really call the total. I would lean towards the over. Seems kind of easy. But my main pick here, I think Houston will cover the minus 8. And then I would lean towards the over being 41.5.
Houston, Tennessee said 8 points. I think Houston could cover that. I think they could. I'm gonna go over on that one. I think this is a game they might be able to win by like 10 points at least. I'm gonna matter of fact, let me not even worry about that. I'm just gonna pick Houston. So I'm going with Houston on this one, man. I'm going with Houston on this one.
All right. We got another AFC game. We got the Denver Broncos going to Las Vegas to play the Raiders. Denver's 5.5-point favorites. The total's 41.5 in this game as well. Denver's coming off a great win against Atlanta. Vegas, they just continue to keep losing. I believe Minshew is still the quarterback for the Raiders. Yeah, the fighting strong Pagans, man. They're looking good, man. It's tough to pick against them right now. It's a divisional game, though. So it could be close, but I just can't pick the Raiders, you know what I mean? I don't like the offense. I'm going to say Denver should win by a touchdown. I'm going to pick Denver minus 5.5. As far as the total, 41.5, I'm lean towards the under just because I don't like the Raiders offense. But it's really not too much thought into this game. I just think Denver should win this. I'll be surprised if the Raiders do win it. And Denver's just playing a lot better right now than the Raiders. So Denver minus 5.5 is my pick, and I would lean towards the I forgot what I said, the under already. I would lean towards the under.
Yeah, I do think the Raiders is going to win at least one more game this season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's this one because Denver. Yeah, man, your man, like he got it together out there in Denver. He's starting to make some progress. You know what I mean?
My man,
yeah, man.
Out of here.
You know what I mean? As things like get moving with the expansion team, man. I mean, we gonna send you to go sit down and talk to him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, 1-on-1. I mean, that's one of the things I plan on doing. You know
wow!
You know what I mean, we gonna have you fly out there. You know what I mean? We got to fly out there and sit down and talk to him. You know what I'm saying about you know how much admiration you got for him. So
yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah, but see, I want to pick the Raiders. I think they're gonna win at least one more game. I don't know if it's gonna be this one though, and it's hard to go against Denver right now because from what I've seen, the Denver like they kind of got their thing together a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't. And off the top of my head, dude, I couldn't even tell you. And this is no disrespect to nobody that play on the team, but I could not, off the top of my head, I could not tell you a wide receiver for the Raiders right now. I could not tell you off the top of my head. You know what I mean? So I don't know how that offense is doing. Where I can't even name some. I couldn't even name a wide receiver right now off the damn team. If I had to right now, I couldn't without looking it up. So I don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Common sense would just be to go with Denver. I do think the Raiders is going to win at least one more game this season, maybe two.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I don't know. So I just got common sense to just go with Denver. So I'm going to go with the common sense pick and just pick Denver.
All right. Man, it's going to be a good game, I believe. San Francisco going to Green Bay. Green Bay is minus 2.5 point favorites. The total is 47.5. I mean, I like Green Bay, man. I've been saying all year, I don't think San Fran's going to have a good year. I don't know, that Super Bowl running up thing, it's real to me, man. It's for whatever reason, that next year, that team that goes to Super Bowl and lose, they just struggle. And I just think that's going to continue, man. I don't know if George Kittle's going to play this game. I know he didn't play last week. Obviously, they got McCaffrey back. They just lost a tough one to Seattle. Seattle played them good, man. And I like Green Bay. Jordan Love, he got to get a little more consistent. Green Bay lost them last year in the playoffs. So this is kind of like a revenge type of game as well. I kind of like those teams that lose in playoffs to somebody. Because next year in that regular season, the team that won in the playoffs, they're not taking that game as seriously. But the team that lost to them, they kind of, take that game very seriously. They're trying to show that they're better than them, even though they lost to them in the playoffs. So I just think everything's lining up for Green Bay. They home. I just think they're going to do what they got to do to win. As far as the total, 47.5, I would lean towards the over, but I really have no strong opinion towards that. I just think that Green Bay's going to, do what they got to do and find a way to win. So my pick is Green Bay minus 2.5, and the total, I would lean towards the over, 47.5.
Yeah, man. Is that the game of the week?
That's a 4:30 game, so yeah, it might be. Yeah, it gotta be.
Yeah. They only like what you said. You said 2 points or 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. Green Bay.
Yeah, so Vegas don't know. Vegas is basically saying that this joint was a 50-50 toss up. I want Green Bay to win this game. Yeah. 2.5 point favorite is basically it's basically 50-50. This joint can go either way. I mean, I'm gonna go with Green Bay. So
Okay. Next we got an NFC West matchup. Arizona's going to Seattle to play Seahawks. Seattle's 1 point favorites. The total is 47.5. Arizona, they was on a bye last week. Seattle won a game against San Fran. This is a game. Both teams is on top of the NFC West. I believe Seattle's 5-5. And I believe Arizona is 6-4. So this is a crucial game for both teams. Ah, man. This is a tough game. It's going to be a very tough game. I can see it going either way. I guess playing in Seattle is tough for opponents. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards Seattle. But Arizona coming off that bye. Seattle just playing a team like San Fran, a physical game. You know, when you play against Baltimore, Pittsburgh, you know, San Fran, them teams with the good defense, that following week, you know, it's kind of tough for some opponents. I mean, for some teams. So I got to take that into account. I think I'm just going to pick Arizona, man. I think they got a good thing going, man. Coming off that bye, I'm going to lean towards them. As far as the over 47.5, I would lean towards the under, but I really ain't no strong pick on it. But just the main play here is Arizona, and then lean towards the under 47.5.
Yeah, man. Even though I said I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle make the Super Bowl, I think that yeah. This is another game that's just a coin flip. You know what I mean? Go either way. Yeah, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the game is tight. You run around, Kyler Murray run around, get what they need, field goal in the game. I just think that might end up being one of these type of games. Because I want to say Arizona too. I do think Arizona going to win this one too. I didn't know that Arizona had a better record. I mean, it's only like one game ahead of them, but I didn't even know that. So they kind of grinding out some games, man. I think they might be able to grind this one out. Yeah, I'm going to go with Arizona. I'm also going to go with Arizona. I'm going with Arizona.
All right. Next, we got the Sunday night game. Another NFC West team. We got the Los Angeles Rams hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are 3-point favorites. The total is 48.5. Man, you know, it's tough for me to pick the Eagles. Obviously, the Eagles are playing a lot better. They beat Washington last week. The Rams beat Seattle. I mean, not Seattle. Who they played last week? I can't remember who the Rams played, but they won last week. I just think the Rams are playing a lot better. Obviously, I'm going to be rooting for them. But, you know, the Eagles they're looking real good, man. If they just keep running the ball and Jalen doesn't turn the ball over, and that defense of the Eagles is just, I know you just complained about them last year and earlier this year. But they've been these last few games, last 5 or so games, they just been playing really, really good. The rookie quarterbacks that you have, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, they just really turning things around for that defense. Zach Braun, the linebacker, he's playing excellent for you. It's just tough to pick against the Eagles right now, man. But as Cowboys fans, the Eagles hater, I just hopefully the Rams, hopefully the momentum will carry over. Hopefully Matthew Stafford will have some time. It's just I don't know, man. In my heart of heart, I really do think the Eagles going to win this, but it's just me hoping, people. So don't take my pick into that much account. I think the Rams will cover the 3, +3. Hopefully they will win this. As far as the total, 40.5, I would lean towards the over. I like both offenses. I think it should be some points scored. But I was just talking about the Eagles defense, so I wouldn't be surprised if we go under as well. But um, don't really take my picks that too much to heart, like I said, people, because I'm an Eagles hater and whatnot. So I'm picking the Rams +3, and then I will lean towards the over 48.5.
Hmm. Hmm. Feels like a trap game for us because we going because we going out there to LA, right? That's an away game for us,
Yeah.
ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Man, this feel like a trap game. This feel like a trap game. I gotta go. I'm going with the Eagles, but I would not be surprised, and I would not be upset if they lost. It feels like a trap game. It feels like it's a game that the Rams need to win.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like they just need this. They just need this win more. It just feels like a trap. It's like a trap game. I know everybody, especially not everybody, for the last few weeks been talking. Oh, we got the greatest team on paper, and then we got the greatest offense. And when everybody start talking like that, that's when the problems happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just start talking like we just, you know what I mean? We just gonna have a cakewalk to the Super Bowl and all that. That's why I don't like when the national media just get a hold of my team. You know what I mean? They say like we just supposed to have a cake, but I mean it's supposed to be a cakewalk. Nah, it's not. It's not. It's not gonna be no cakewalk, man. Other teams trying to win too. I hate that. I hate when the national media, oh, then Saquon jumped up, backflip backwards and all this and okay. That don't mean we gonna be hop skipping and jumping right into the Super Bowl, man. It don't. Hopefully he can go in there and take care of business, man. Hopefully they can go in there and take care of business. I hope they can. Yeah, man. Shout to the young guys we got on defense, man. Shout out to the people that been there for a few years, but a shout out to the young guys, man. They out there playing, man. They out there balling. We needed that. We needed that energy. We did need that energy, man. Know what I mean? Because that youth, that energy, know what I mean, we was missing that. Yeah, man. Hopefully the Eagles can get it done. It ain't gotta be no pretty. Y'all doing backflips and, Saquon is hurling over people and all that. It ain't got to be none of that. Just get the win. You know what I mean? Just get the win. Just get in and out there with the win. It don't got to, I understand it's primetime TV and all this and that, but it ain't got to be no, just get the win. Because to me, this is like such a trap game. It's like a trap game. Because we go in there, but we favored. You know what I mean? I can see you said is it 3.5? Would you say 3 or 3.5?
Just 3.
3. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So you're going to favor us even though we're going there. I could see if they said it was maybe like 2 or something like that, 2 points or something like that. You saying 3? Yeah, just win. I mean, I got to go with the Eagles, but no, I mean, just win. You ain't got to. It ain't got to be super. It ain't got to be gangbusters, and I mean, if it is that, great because it's a primetime game. But man, just win the game because this don't feel like such a trap game to me. But so just hopefully the Eagles just win. Just win. That's all. So I can ask for just win.
All right. Next we got the last game of the week, Monday night. We got the Baltimore Ravens going to LA to play the Chargers. On the battle of the hardballs.
Pause,
Baltimore
man.
3-point favorites.
Pause.
Oh shit! Yeah, whoa, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that sounded crazy. Yeah, right. Jim Harbaugh, yeah, I mean John
Yeah.
Harbaugh, yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. Uh, uh, Baltimore 3-point favorites. The total is 49.5. Baltimore got 4 losses. Chargers got 3 losses. But Baltimore is favored on the road by 3 points. So, truthfully, I think Chargers going to be able to cover. I think they could win. But y'all know, when I see something, the lines talk to me and whatnot. I always got to go with that type of strategy. And yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. That Baltimore got more losses and they favored by that much on the road. So I'm gonna go with Baltimore -3. I really had no reason for it. Like I said, if I was picking on my own, I would pick the Chargers. I just like the Chargers defense. I think they will be able to, lock down Baltimore, but I guess Vegas is saying that Baltimore is going to come back with vengeance after that loss last week. Big brother last time that John Harbaugh played Jim, that was in the Super Bowl. Baltimore played San Fran and Baltimore won it. So maybe John Harbaugh gets the better of little brother. Big brother beat little brother. You know what I mean? Pause. So I like Baltimore -3. As far as the total, 49.5. I already had no strong opinion on. I guess I would lean towards the over, but I already had no strong opinion on that. Just the main play here is Baltimore -3. Yeah, that's the main play.
So Baltimore going out. Hold on. So because the Chargers and the Rams both play in the same stadium, so they're gonna have 2 games back to back in the same stadium. They're back to
So
back,
the
Sunday
Rams
night,
game is
Monday
Sunday
night.
night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sunday night,
yeah.
Monday night, in the same stadium, back to back days.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, it's not different sport, but the Pittsburgh and Steelers play the same stadium as the college Pittsburgh. The college uses Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium. So last week, Pittsburgh football had a game Saturday, and then the Steelers had a game the next day on Sunday. I mean, so it happens.
Okay. Hey, man. All right. Okay, but the Ravens is going out there, but they favorite. I think that they think that. See, I think that line would have been different if the Ravens would have won. But you're saying they lost, that they just automatically not going to lose back to back. But I think that they will lose back to back. I'm going to go with the Chargers on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the Chargers on this one. I think that line is telling me that they just automatically, they probably was thinking that the Ravens was going to lose, because say the Ravens won against the Steelers. I think that Vegas probably thinks that they will lose this game to the Chargers. But now they got to switch it up because they didn't beat the Steelers, and they don't think that they will be losing back to back. But I think that they are going to lose to the Chargers. You know what I mean? I think that Vegas thinks that they're going to lose to the Chargers too, but they just can't say it because they lost to the Steelers. And I don't think that, okay, you can't say 2 losses back to back. So now it's an away game for us, but we're favored by 3 points. So I think that they think that the Chargers are going to win this game. I also think the Chargers are going to win this game. So I'm going with the Chargers.
Okay. Well, that's it for week 12, man. That's it for week 12 right there.
All right. That's it, man. Y'all know, like we always say, bet with your head, not over it. Don't bet no money that you can't afford to lose. Like we say, these are not our odds. These are not our numbers. These are not our point spreads. None of that. All this is public information. This is not something that we made up. So, man, out there, man, I mean, good luck to y'all. I really ain't got too much more to say, man. Like we say, man, thank y'all for all the love and support with everything that we doing. Earning ISO podcast, expansion team, bird's eye view. You know what I mean? ISO versus the world. Everything we got going on, man. Y'all supporting everything that we got going on, and we appreciate that. You got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, just thanks for the support from everybody. Wish everybody the best of luck on the bets, and just like you said, if anybody have any type of gambling addiction, please call that number, seek out help. You know,
Yeah,
yeah, just good luck, everybody.
yeah. Some of y'all, know what I mean, listen, don't be betting and betting and betting and betting the more you lose. First thing you're supposed to do when you find yourself in a hole is stop digging. So now I mean, so if you got a gambling problem, stop and try to get some help. You know what I mean? So like we say, you know what I mean? Don't be out here betting money that you can't afford to lose. So other than that, man, I enjoy doing this with you, man, and hopefully we can do this again next week. Yeah, this is expansion team week 12. So good luck to y'all, and we out of here, man.
All right, man. Everybody be safe. You be safe, bro.
All right, talk to you later.
All right.